Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fools of a Took, a Lord of the Rings podcast. I'm Michael.
I'm Nick.
And we are absolute fans of the Lord of the Rings films, and we have never read the book. So we're going to do our best to actually read it and see how crazy everything actually is.
Yeah, absolutely.
This episode, we are finally in double digits of the chapters.
Yeah, it's the door of the prancing pony.
You may think, Nick, it is not. Chapter 10 is called Strider.
At the prancing pony?
Strider is at the prancing pony.
Or the prancing pony, Strider.
It should be like the Fellowship of the Inn of the Prancing Pony.
The Fellowship of the Prancing Pony. The Two Towers of the Prancing Pony. Return of the King to the Prancing Pony.
The king returns to the Prancing Pony. That would be...
The Prancing Silmarillion.
That would...
The Prancing Pony Hobbit.
That's for another podcast. Man.
This chapter. Holy shit. Oh, God. That's like this is actually juicy stuff.
Yeah.
It's usually juicy stuff, and I actually really enjoyed this. Like the previous chapter is just a whole hunk of bunk, and it's just a bit boring and bland, and
No.
it's hear me out. Let me cook. It was slow going. You just don't know what this guy's yapping about. But then you get to this, and it's just like key bits of story that's actually like really, really pulling everything together. Like you're seeing the things slowly align nicely with a bit of history and a bit of poetry.
Really? Yeah. Let's dive in, shall we? With the recap. Frodo, Sam, and Pippin make their way back to the parlor at the Prancing Pony, only to find that Strider had snuck in with them. He repeatedly points out the carelessness of the hobbits and insists that he joins them as a guide. Frodo tries to hide the purpose of their journey whilst also trying to find out why Strider has taken such a keen interest in them. But before he could say or share more, the landlord, Barliman Butterbur, enters the room to give news to Frodo in the form of a letter from Gandalf. He has written to Frodo to instruct him to make for Rivendell and to take Strider with him, and includes a verse of poetry to help discern who the real Strider is, as he goes by the name Aragorn. Aragorn then confirms his true identity, reveals a sword with a broken blade, and they begin to make plans for their journey to Rivendell. However, they were interrupted by another friendly intruder, Merry. He finally returned, having sighted the Black Riders in Bree. The team of now 5 people then stuffed their beds with old clothes and barred themselves up in the inn's parlor, hoping to last the night.
The thing that was really confusing for me is I don't know what a parlor is.
In all honesty, it's just like a chilling sitting room that's not in like the dining space.
As we were going through, it's just reading through. I'm like parlor just keeps coming up. Parlor. The fuck is a parlor? I'm like, is this like another white person term, like old school white person thing to say pantry?
No, I don't think so. I guess it's got a fireplace.
Yeah.
Chairs, lounging, windows, no beds.
It's a living space.
Yeah, kind of like maybe like a separate living space that's not going to be full of
like a rumpus room. Whatever a rumpus room actually is.
In hotel terms or in terms.
Ye old rumpus room.
Yeah, sure. So Aragorn does reveal himself.
A lot of pomp and circumstance. Like, he just has like a dramatic flair about him.
He does a little bit. And like I'd been reading along, and then at other points I was reading along with Andy Serkis doing the audiobook. And he had a very different voice to what I had in my head.
Did he huff a bunch of helium and then read through Aragorn's lines?
No, it was quite the opposite.
Wait, what do you in your head? What do you think Aragorn sounds like?
I'm just thinking of Vigo,
Oh, okay.
but still, just like he's got that serious tone, and puts are you frightened? Not nearly frightened enough. He's got like a cadence, like a good pace.
Yeah,
And
okay.
sense of urgency to, all right, this quest is much more dangerous than what you think it is.
Yeah, well, I guess like the vibe of Aragorn is like he's a real stoic kind of guy. Like he's
Yeah.
seen some shit, but he's got best interests at heart.
Definitely.
But yeah, I guess I actually didn't read it thinking of Vigo. Almost.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was almost thinking. At one point, I was thinking like old mate that plays stoic in How to Train Your Dragon.
One day I'll find the hidden world and seal it up.
But like I'm going for like deep baritone.
Yeah. Which
Really
is actually what, Circus did.
Yeah, like baritones and like spoke slowly kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll just pick a line that he's got. Frodo's talking to him. He's like, you said I might hear something to my advantage, I believe, said Frodo. What have you to say? Several things. It's just really low. But of course, I have my price. He just doesn't have
Yeah.
It doesn't have as much of that whimsical.
Aragorn is not a whimsy
Well-
person.
Oh, not because in the movie, I don't know if they do the same thing here, but his whole love thing with Arwen, you don't get the sense in here that he's actually in a loving relationship.
So you're profiling that someone with a deep voice can't be in a loving relationship.
I didn't get the sense from his tone. I was like, what does this voice sound like when he's telling me lovely things?
Like Barry White.
That is very different.
Oh,
And he's got a band behind him.
yeah, okay. Or who plays Mufasa? James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Like imagine that. Like when he's getting his moves on. He's like, "Hey, baby."
I cannot imagine Mufasa saying that.
But imagine Aragorn. Like, yeah, he's got this deep mystery, but then he's not in this safe space. He's out and about, and he's in a world of danger. And like when he goes and sees his squeeze in Elfland, that's when he can let down the guards, and then that's when he can go like full, he can go James Earl Jones Mufasa vibes on her.
Okay, yeah. He's like, guards up.
Yeah,
And wait
but
for the right circumstances to come down.
the thing that while you were like recounting, I was kind of reminded of the character from Wheel of Time, the TV series. There is a character's got really deep voice. Lyle. Lyle has got like insanely deep voice and speaks slowly and deliberately.
Oh dear, you humans are very excitable.
That's kind of what I'm picturing.
Okay.
You got no fucking idea.
It took some getting used to. I've never seen Wheel of Time.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But once I'm like, yeah, okay. So he's still like a mysterious character. We're still getting to know him.
Yeah.
He's not the kind, loving, like adoring person that we came to know in the films yet.
Yeah,
that may
still
be
early days.
Still early days.
This chapter is like the first 20 seconds that we see in the movie.
It really is, yeah.
Like it's just like a whole bunch of so many words, so many words for a 20-second thing in the movie. It's just the opposite of efficacious. It's just oh god, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just a waste of time. Just like
No, this chapter's important. Like you said.
this is actually juicy stuff. Yeah, okay, it is, but I'm just like there's so much to read.
Well, all right. Well, let's tackle it from the start. He says he was the one hiding behind the hedge, or hiding at the gate, and jumped over the fence. in the previous
Yeah,
chapter.
yeah. The sneaky fucker. Yeah,
The sneaky man.
You said you say hedge, and I think of the Homer Simpson gif.
He says he was hiding behind a hedge when they all came out back onto the road with Tom Bombadil, and they're like talking. And it's like, all right, you guys go to the Prancing Pony. Butterbear's there. He's good. So Aragorn's just hiding behind a hedge, listening to that whole conversation, and he kind of just tracks them along the road until they get to the gate. Like, and remember, everyone, don't call me Baggins. I am Underhill. so Aragorn's just like, these
These idiots.
these idiots.
Yeah, like it's kind of in the last few times that we've recorded, I have had this opinion of Frodo being a little bitch, but he's just an idiot in this. Like that moment. Come on.
He's a novice.
And yes, it's like where he's at the start of the journey, and things can be two things. Mm-hmm. He can be a hero, but an idiot. He can be a hero and a bitch.
I'm still very, very on board with his courage and his willingness to keep going on the journey. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, and I guess like right now, like if I was around Frodo, he would drive me batshit crazy. You know what? You know what I'm like. And if I'm just around like someone like this, oh my god. Oh my! I'd slap him already. I'd bitch slap. I'd slap the bitch out of him.
Then I would hate to see what Sam would do to you.
Let it go, or I'll have you on shanks you.
That's okay. I will fully. I will
you'll
accept
cop
a
it.
bitch slap. I will cop a bitch slap to give a bitch slap.
All right, well, if you say so. We have Frodo regretting yet another decision, which is like again like proving to his lack of experience in leadership in these difficult times.
How do you ever gain this experience? It's not like there's like training. You could do like a cert 4 in being ring bearer.
Well, he'd have counsel from Gandalf. He gave him specific instructions. Don't put the ring on, for example.
Clear, articulable, actionable instructions.
And I guess to Frodo's credit, when he's been tempted, he hasn't actively chosen to put the ring on, but he somehow managed to have it slip onto his finger as he was falling off a table.
Oh, it was an accident. My finger slipped. Oops, my finger slipped. Oops, my finger slipped.
And Aragorn's giving him a bit of flack for, like this carelessness. And like in the movies, like the line goes by very quickly. It's like, what do you want? A little more caution from you. That is no trinket you carry. And it's like immediately Frodo's getting defensive. Like, I carry nothing. It's like, indeed. Like, sure, whatever you say. Let's see how long.
I believe you.
Let's see how long you can keep up this charade. And that's what Frodo's trying to do in the chapter as well. Is like, what are you talking about? I don't have anything. Why are you taking so much interest in me? I can't think of any reason why.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Yes, it's another moment of Frodo regretting. Like, oh no, why did we go down into the dining room back, like to join everyone? Why did we drink? Why didn't we stay together?
I wish none of this had happened.
It was an unfortunate moment of another regretful moment for Frodo and the hobbits in that sense.
Where?
And yeah, I wrote this note that Strider seems funny, charismatic, and chill. Just because he's got moments that he's like laughing as he's talking, or like just at these little moments that Frodo's trying to still keep like the details hidden.
He's giving it a good crack. I'll give him that.
It's like I still have to learn why it interests you. Mr. Strider may have an honest opinion for spying and eavesdropping, but if so, I would advise him to explain it. Well answered, said Strider, laughing.
Oh, I wasn't dropping no weaves.
I wasn't dropping no Easter, honest. Oh, he very much was. But the explanation is simple. I was looking for a hobbit called Frodo Baggins. I wanted to find him quickly. I had learned that he was carrying out of the Shire, well, a secret that concerned me and my friends. So this is part of like a tactic that Aragorn ends up having. He doesn't reveal what his actual name is. He doesn't reveal that he knows Gandalf until after Frodo reads this letter.
Yep.
So do you think it makes sense that Aragorn went from this angle of, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to show you that I'm here to help without telling you I already know everything about you.
Yeah. Like, already off the bat, the hobbits are, well, half the hobbits will be really sus.
Sam is so sus
Like
this whole time.
Yeah, like half of them would be really, really suspicious of anyone that's over 3 feet tall talking to them.
Yes.
And so, like, yeah, how do you convince someone that you are legitimate, that you're trying to help?
If you were in the Hobbit situation, would you believe someone who said they know and are friends with Gandalf the Grey?
Fuck no.
No? Because no one else has mentioned him up till this point.
Okay, I as a hobbit, so it's just like me right now. Someone that's 8 feet tall walks up to me with a charismatic Andy Serkis like baritone voice, and tries to convince me that they know Gandalf. Everyone knows Gandalf.
No one else has...
Bitch, everyone knows Gandalf. Gandalf is like Bay.
Has Tom Bombadil mentioned Gandalf? Maybe. But
Gandalf's a wizard. He just goes walkabout for like ages at a time, right?
But you don't know how well renowned he is in Middle Earth.
No, but you can sort of imagine, like, because he's, okay, Gandalf, whimsy. He's whimsy. He's more whimsy than Aragorn.
Yes, agreed.
So someone that's like as amicable as that, gonna carry some clout. So, and he's just that kind of person where he like Gandalf in modern day would be like a nightclub promoter. Mention my name at the door.
No idea he was still in business.
And so like there'd be so many people that know his name.
Yes.
So anyone can sort of bullshit that. So of course I'd be sus of any random person that's saying, "Oh yeah, I'm mates with Gandalf. He sent me here."
Okay.
So I would need a little bit of something to substantiate it.
Sweeten the deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Because it was just it wasn't that I disagreed with it, but I thought it was an interesting approach to trying to convince them.
What would you want then? Someone just go, "Hey, hide the ring. I'm gonna look after you. Come with me if you want to live."
Well, I wouldn't go exactly like that. But, I mean, you're talking about all the events that already happened and showing them how careless they've been.
These guys are fucking traumatized.
Yeah, but I guess Aragorn also would come from... He's seen some terrible things as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Like when he's talking about the ring wraiths, I guess it mentions in the book, like he gets this really grim look on his face and his hands clasp the arms of the chair that he's sitting in. And so they have this moment, it's like, whoa, have you seen... what have you done with these?
But also, I guess Aragorn is so old as well.
Yes. He says, I'm older than I look.
Yeah, he's seen shit. And so he has had years of refining how to disclose to an ally that he's actually an ally.
And as, one of these rangers, Tom Barleyman Butterbird doesn't really trust him. As it's shown, when he barges into the room, I was like, "Hey, oh, sorry, I've been trying to, I'm so busy. I have this letter for you." And then it's like, "Oh, you really made a mess of things there. Oh, man, lots of people are asking questions. Even that Strider was asking questions about you, asking to see you. I didn't let him see you." And Aragorn then comes out of the shadow. He's like, "No, you didn't." He's like, "Oh, my God. What are you doing popping up like that?" So the landlord and Strider do not have a good rapport. It just adds to, I guess, Strider's mystique. And also the roadblock that he has to overcome to convince the hobbits that he's on their side.
Yeah. Okay. Like with the hobbits, they would be accustomed to people like Butterbeer, and just their general vibe and like just their demeanor.
Oh yeah, an innkeeper, like guy behind the bar.
And he's just like that charismatic, and you just go, oh, and like it taps into that part of you where you go, yeah. I know someone like that. That's in the Hobbit town, Hobbiton.
Yes.
But like,
It's gonna let you keep going until you got it.
like each one of them would know someone like that, right?
Yeah.
And so when they because of that familiarity, it will set them up to believe anything that comes out of Butterbeer's mouth. Mm-hmm. And so Butterbeer is talking shit about this Strider character,
Yeah.
and then Strider, poof, out of the darkness, just like starts doing his whole spiel. So they're gonna go, oh, this Butterbeer doesn't like you. We don't like you by default, and also you're sus as all heck. Who the fuck comes out of the shadows? People come out of
Who
doors.
does that? No good guy does that.
Right? And so he's sort of like Strider, Aragorn is just giving peak bad guy vibes.
I'll see if I can find some of Sam's lines.
So I'm with Sam on this. Sam is like, he's on the money.
Aren't we always with Sam?
Yes.
Yeah. There was a heavy silence. Frodo made no answer. His mind was confused with doubt and fear. Sam frowned and looked at his master, and at last he broke out. With your leave, Mr. Frodo, I'd say no! This Strider here, he warns and he says take care, and I say yes to that, but let's begin with him. He comes out of the wild, and I never heard no good of such folk. He knows something, that's plain, and more than I like, but there's no reason why we should let him go leading us into some dark place far from help, as he puts it. I loved Sam's, his stout-heartedness, as Aragorn puts it. So, and he says in the movies, when he breaks into the room and he's got nothing but his fists, I think. And, Merry has a chair, and I think Pippin has a candelabra.
Yep.
And then it's like
They got Spiwit.
he got Spirit. Or as Aragorn put it, you have a stout heart, little hobbit.
Like that. Stout heart
Yes.
is implies the existence of an ale heart. And a draft heart.
I don't believe that stout. One word can be two things. Can have a stout heart and a stout beer.
You can have a mead heart.
Meaty.
A meaty heart. A meaty heart.
What would a meaty heart be like?
Sweet.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, right? Because mead.
Mead heart.
Yeah,
Mead heart?
mead is usually described as quite sweet. So a mead heart, you've got a sweet heart.
That sounds nice. That sounds. Maybe we can adopt that.
Yeah, it's like how
Instead of saying sweetie, you say meaty.
yeah, or instead of honey boo boo, it's like mead heart.
It's very sweet from you, Nick. A bit of research I did. As I mentioned before, is he's talking about the ring wraiths, and alludes to the fact that he's had a run in with them. There was a previous in an early draft of the Lord of the Rings, Strider was a hobbit, and instead of being nicknamed Strider, he was nicknamed Trotter.
Oh man!
Right?
Yeah.
And he was actually captured by Sauron,
Oh, okay.
or the as it puts it, the Dark Lord, and he was tortured. I think it was hung from his feet or something. So there's no other mention at all of Aragorn's history with the ring wraiths,
Yeah.
but that was the only note that it has. In a previous version of this, he was captured and tortured.
So J.R. Square just wrote that, but then wrote himself into a corner.
Maybe. And so it's we'll just allude to it. He's seen some dark things. He's been through it.
So do you reckon like Trotter or Strider
Yeah.
had been captured and tortured but escaped?
Potentially.
Do you think he's that traumatized based on the characterization thus far?
Research also shows that, well, I mean, he'd been traveling the wild in the north for 30 years. He left Rivendell 30 years ago. So he's been just walking around and, like fighting the battles against evil beings and beasts. Came across Gandalf, befriended him. They went on several journeys together. Then as Aragorn got older, then he started just going on more solo journeys again.
I don't know. It would just be like a real tragic backstory,
It would be.
which kind of like
It's like a deep-rooted backstory.
it would give like I guess it would give him more clout.
Yeah, definitely. And it also adds to the reason why he has such a gravelly, deep, worn voice. Because he is 87 years old at this point.
He's still in his golden years. Like he hasn't reached his best before date.
No, absolutely not. He's still got plenty of time left.
Yeah.
I've also found his birthday. You know when his birthday is?
10th January.
It is not.
Oh.
No. I haven't found anyone who shares my birthday.
Oh, okay.
Aragorn's birthday is the 1st of March.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's just when his birthday is.
Okay, cool.
So if your birthday is the 1st of March, any listeners, there you go. You've got one of the greatest characters in literature as your birthday buddy. I don't think it tops having Bilbo and Frodo as your birthday buddy, as Nick does here.
Or Tom Felton.
Or Tom Felton. Let's not forget. What else do we have?
No, the one of the Dumb and Dumber goes walkabout.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he went out to get some fresh air. All right, I'll tell you all about what happened here.
Actually, no, I gotta jump in. So like him going walkabout for fresh air just reminds me of like me during my clubbing years.
Right?
Because like we'd be out of the club just like dancing. I'm not sure whether you and I have actually gone clubbing properly, but like
Maybe not.
there's been a few times where I'll get into the middle of, like the part of the night where I'm just done with the wall of sound. I've had a fair amount to drink, and then I'll just go outside for fresh air. But then I'll end up going on an adventure.
Right.
Like there was one time I was out clubbing while I was at uni, and I went out for fresh air, and I disappeared for. I think I went walking around Melbourne for like an hour and a bit, and my phone had died, and so everyone was trying to find me, but I was just like walking around the circumference of the city, which is like, and like I connect with Mary in this chapter based on that.
Especially after like all this trouble that they've been through, they've finally gotten to like it's a fenced, like a gated village. Like you can only get in through the gates. Like you feel some sense of safety.
Yeah.
Like, all right, yeah, it's just people in a village. Like, and Mary's from Buckland. Like he's not unfamiliar with interactions with the big folk, as they call them.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, I'd say Mary is the most equipped to have the confidence to wander alone. But yeah, might just have
Or the most ill-equipped to have that confidence.
of the four of them. If Mary would say is like, I'm just going to get some air. I was like, yes, you can go get some air. If Pippin said that,
Yeah, that's true.
no, you are staying right here.
Yep.
You tween. Yeah, because he's like a late teenager in our years.
Yeah, he's still like
He's not. He hasn't reached coming of age.
optimal dum-dum years.
Yes.
Yep.
So Mary's fine.
Yep.
Taking leave.
But it's still kind of dumb given the circumstances.
Given the circumstances, still a yes. How did Strider put it? It was for something that happened while he was on his walk. So he's telling the story of what happened while he was out. And he comes in bursting through. He's like, there's Black Riders in Bree. And everyone's like, what? Where have you been? He's walking around and he's like standing by like a lamppost. And across the road, he sees like the dark, shadowy figure. It's like, oh, what's going on there? And then he's like hearing voices like behind him in a hedge. He doesn't know what they're talking about, and he just gets spooked. Like he just gets this like feeling of like cold and like dreadedness, and then he's knocked out. He goes to run away, and then he's knocked out. Whether he just falls or if someone hits him over the head, it's unclear. But he's just like having all these terrible dreams. Butterbird's assistant, Nob, I think it's Nob, is going out to look for him, finds him. It's like, oh, you get up. He's like, again, Mary wakes up. He's like, like, and he's just like, like the way people say what's happening in their dream when they wake up.
Oh, yeah.
Like Mary's doing that kind of thing. Let's see what he says. It seemed to make off up the road, eastward. I tried to follow, of course, but it vanished almost at once. Went round the corner and as far as the last house on the road. And Strider looked at Mary with wonder. You have a stout heart, he said. But it was foolish. He's like, oh, I don't know, said Mary. Neither brave nor silly, I think I could. And I suddenly heard voices by the hedge. One was muttering, the other was whispering or hissing. I couldn't hear a word. I did not creep any closer because I began to tremble all over. Then I felt terrified and I turned back. I was just going to bolt home when something came up behind me and I fell over. And Aragorn says, like, Mary's talking about, I don't know what came over me. Aragorn says, I do, the black breath.
Uh-huh.
Which, like, he doesn't actually say, like, what the black breath is. He said, the riders must have left their horses outside and passed back through the south gate. Blah, blah, blah. So I don't know if it's, like, the black breath of the horses. Like, if you get the horse's breath, it's like, oh, you saw the riders, but their horses must have been the ones that were behind you, or something.
Whatever it is, it's like, what do you think it smells like? Actually, I imagine that the black breath smells like halitosis.
What's halitosis?
Morning breath.
Oh, dear.
It's literally the worst smell, in my opinion.
Wow. And it's like, get up, brush your teeth now.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
Do not delay.
When, like, working in hospitality, especially when you work at a service that people will partake of in the morning, and you're serving someone that just reeks. They are talking to you. And there's been plenty of times where I've encountered a customer that's just had the worst morning breath. And I was dying. Literally just, like, ready to throw up. It just was so bad.
Ugh.
And it's just like the number one smell that I just can't deal with.
Can't handle it.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
Okay. So that is what you would smell.
Yeah, yeah.
That would knock you out.
It's a big ick.
I don't know what mine would be.
I know, you do deal with a lot of bodily fluids on a daily basis.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it will have to be a fermented kind of bodily fluid for you, I reckon.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't think about it.
Okay, so Mary cops a face full of morning breath and then passes out.
Yes. And he's woken up by Nob and brought back to the room. And now he's, giving everyone the update. So then they make the plan. It's like, all right, we're gonna sleep here in the parlor. Nob and I will go down to the bedrooms, and we'll stuff your beds. So it's really cool that they still...
Crowdsourced.
Yeah,
they work together. The community getting around each other, and they go, "Yeah, see these people. We've grown up around them. They are good people, good folk."
Oh yeah. So and that was also like did the same thing in the film as well. So it was like, clever way of tricking the Nazgul.
Wait, did Butterbeer actually like do that shit? Like, is there a scene in the
They
movie?
didn't do a scene of them like setting up the beds.
Oh.
Because they did like this jump scare of making everyone think that the hobbits are sleeping and the Nazgul actually stabbed them. But
the thought was there.
The thought was there.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay, so like the whole stuff the beds and blankets with clothes and feathers and whatnot. So now I was like, okay, you are who you say you are. All right. Oh, Gandalf's letter. We got to get to Gandalf's letter.
Oh, yeah.
So
There was like a sneaky line in that like I just didn't expect.
Yeah. So it uses the poem that is kind of like the poem of Aragorn. Like that's just associated with his name.
Is it like an acrostic poem?
It is not acrostic. If it was acrostic, it would the line down the side would read and art
Or maybe that's how you spell Aragorn.
and fart.
No, maybe that's how you spell Aragorn, but then it's pronounced Aragorn.
Nah. Because it was, I don't know if this was like an original thing, like, you know, like with the cat and the fiddle thing that was in the previous chapter. If there's like original lines in here, because it's got the line, like, all that is gold does not glitter, not all those who wander are lost. Have you heard that before?
Yes. I have no fucking idea where I've heard it.
I was like, I don't know. This book was released in 1956, so was it like again? Like it's getting me. It's like when I first read it, it got me thinking. Like, did Tolkien write The Cat and the Fiddle, or is it the original thing, or now is this also like the original line? Because you see it on like, you know, like traveling inspired posters and like all that kind of thing.
It's also like a.
It's just like such a common phrase.
It's something that I've seen that quote so many times, not realizing it's a quote from Lord of the Rings. It's a song by there's a song by Lana Del Rey with that title.
Is it?
Yeah.
And is it good?
No.
Okay.
It makes so much sense because I've seen it like all over the place, mugs, all that merchandise and shit, and I was like, oh, that's a really, really cool like combination of words. That's cool. Like I didn't realize it was a quote. I thought it was just a random thing that someone thought about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all of those are Wander or Lost. It sounds like a really common thing, but now I was like, this can't possibly be the original place for it.
Yeah. I thought it was like an older quote, like maybe biblical, and then JR Squared just like co-opted it.
Just threw it in.
Yeah.
Because it's a lovely piece of line. Like the whole poem's really, really nice. Would you like me to read it to you? Even though you've already read it.
Give it to me. Gen Z slang.
No. Can't do that. It's not in me. I'm too pure. Would you like it any other way?
James L. Jones. Give me your best Barry White then.
I'll try James L. Jones. I need to find him. Simba. Everything the light touches is our kingdom. Okay. All that is gold does not glitter. Not all those who wander are lost. The old that is strong does not wither. Deep roots are not reached by the frost. From the ashes a fire shall be woken. A light from the shadows shall spring. Renewed shall be the blade that was broken. The crownless again shall be king.
Well done. Oh, good. Yeah. Like the first, yeah, that's awesome.
Such a lovely poem.
Yeah, like the first half is saying like things are not as they seem.
Yes.
Things are as they seem, and kings be kings.
Kings be king. Yeah, kings be king. And Frodo's is starting to notice that change. Like just in the way that he's talking, like when he starts talking about the Nazgul and like all the other dangers that they're gonna face. Like, all right, you sounded like just like what I expect a ranger to sound like before.
Yeah.
When he's talking about, like, take me on your journey and I'll like give me a reward and if you want and you know I'll help you kind of thing. It's like, oh, this sounds cheeky. But now that he's talking about what's actually in store for them, it's like, all right, you don't sound like any old ranger. Maybe you are who you say you are. Maybe you are trustworthy.
You keep saying ranger, and all I'm thinking about is Mighty Morphing.
Just doing all like the karate chopping moves.
I'm sorry.
In a onesie.
In the last 30 seconds, he keeps saying Ranger, and it's just always going through my head is just various Power Rangers theme songs.
Go Power Rangers!
Yeah, so then that's when like Strider has a glow up and becomes Aragorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he reveals the sword, the blade that was broken.
Yeah.
So it's not actually sitting up on this plinth in Rivendell. Aragorn's actually carrying it with him.
Yeah. It's like the one in the Rivendell's like fake.
I don't know. Maybe there is no sword on a plinth in Rivendell.
It's just a random sword that they've just. It's just
it's just a
like,
placeholder.
Yeah. Like someone's broken a sword while they were forging. Like, oh, may as well just put it here then. Waste not, want not.
It's reminding me of the Holy Grail. And when everyone rides up to Camelot, everyone's like, Camelot.
Camelot. Camelot.
And then the pansy, it's like,
It's only a model.
so yeah, maybe there's just a model of the blade that was broken sitting on a plinth in Rivendell with all the other broken shards around it. But Aragorn is carrying the real thing. And is that, I mean, it's his birthright to have that sword because he's the heir of Isildur and Elendil.
Yeah.
So
It's
but
useful. It's still sharp.
it's, as Boromir says, still sharp.
Like, even if it's broken, it's got like an extra stabby bit.
The stabby bit is several feet closer to you than where it normally should be.
It's stabby, is it not?
It is stabby.
So instead of a sword, it's a dagger.
You got to be, yes, a heavy dagger.
Yeah, it's a heavy dagger. It'll serve a purpose.
Yeah, you just got to be hopeful that whoever you're fighting doesn't have a full-length sword who can get you from much further away.
Okay, no, Strider is a Power Ranger. He's fine.
He'll just do like a flip over the top of them or say, it's morphing time, and then everything will be okay.
Yes, exactly.
Where the sword and all the bits combine.
He is carrying the Dino Megazord.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm glad we sorted this out.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers!
The rest of Gandalf's letter, it's got, well, the first half of it is, just like explaining his situation to Frodo a little bit. Bad news has reached me here.
How do you reckon he opened the letter? Like, would he be like a dear Frodo, dearest Frodo, hi Frodo, howdy Frodo, oh howdy gozaimasu Frodo?
It says, Dear Frodo.
Okay.
I must go off at once. So I think he's writing this letter at the Prancing Pony. It says Mid-Year's Day, late June 30, or... Actually, it probably says in my little research book.
Mid-Year's Day. Or maybe it's like a year's day, but then the middle of it, so it's like the afternoon. So like midday.
As in, what, just the middle of any old day?
No, the middle of year's day. Whatever year's day is. Yeah, it was like New Year's Day, but old Year's Day, but mid. Or it's just an any day of the year that is just mid.
All right, Mid-Year's Day. In the Shire calendar, there are 3 days between June and July.
What?
What? That's crazy. What month is it? Is it just like the festival of mid-year?
Is it June or July? Yes.
That actually applies. Yeah. 3 days between June and July, and the middle one of these is Mid-Year's Day. That's crazy.
That's fucking weird.
Okay.
It's just like,
that's good to know. There's 368 days in
or is it
in the Tolkien calendar.
or maybe there's like it's 365 or 365.25, and then those three takes the remaining months to 362.
Like any other months out of 31 days. Like takes them off and puts them in Mid-Year's Day.
Yeah. If it's 362 divided by 12.
Yes.
Oh, that still doesn't really work though. It's like 30 and a bit.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's like New Year's Eve is one day, is a separate day, and New Year's Day is another separate day. So you have 360. 360 divided by 12, you have 30 days. So maybe the months have 12 days. No, 30 days.
30 days.
Yeah, the 12 months have 30 days. So what were we talking about?
Mid-Year's Day.
Oh yeah.
Is 3 days
the
long.
middle of Year's Day.
Yeah. It's between
Years.
June and July.
Yes.
That is when Gandalf is writing his letter.
Hey, howdy, Frodo.
It is Mid-Year's Day. I don't know what day it is right now, but that's what day it was when Gandalf wrote his letter. Shall follow you if you are gone. Leave a message for me here if you pass through Bree. You can trust the landlord. You may meet a friend of mine on the road, a man, lean, dark, tall, by some called Strider. He knows our business, and I will help you, and will help you. Make for Rivendell. There I hope we may meet again. If I do not come, Elrond will advise you. In your haste, Gandalf. With his little symbol with the stick and the two poking out the side. But then
Is that just how he signs it? Like, does it actually say Gandalf, or does it have the...
it says Gandalf and the little logo next to it. But then it says it has this multiple times because there are 3 postscripts.
Yeah, I'm just like, surely if you're like got the prestige of Gandalf, you just sign off with the symbol, like the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, right. There's 3 postscripts, and I've never seen a letter with that many. Have you ever written a letter that said PPPS? I hope Butterburst sends this promptly. A worthy man, but his memory is like a lumber room. Things... I knew you'd love this. His memory is like a lumber room. Thing wanted, always buried. If he forgets, I shall roast him. Thing wanted, always buried. In a lumber room. I'm trying to think of what a lumber room looks like, apart from just like a room with a bunch of wood chopped up.
Or is a room made of lumber?
Yes. The thing you want is always buried.
A corpse.
Must be. So you're burying a corpse in a lumber room?
Yeah.
Do you want a corpse?
Maybe they want a corpse. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the Cooper Klux Klan.
The Barrow-Whites are coming to the lumber room? No. It says, in the first postscript, it's talking about the ring. It's like, do not, in all caps, use it, with a capital I, again, for any reason whatsoever. And do not travel by night. So Gandalf's found out at some point that Frodo's used the ring.
So he's just like felt it in his jellies.
But the only 2 times that he's worn it
Yeah.
was by accident in The Prancing Pony, which he can't have been there for, and when he was at Tom Bombadil's house, when he was just like, are you sure that's my ring? Because you just put it on and you didn't disappear and it had no effect on you and you were happy. You just gave it back to me. This can't be my ring. I'm putting it on. And he disappeared. I was like, okay, this must be my ring. And then Tom's like, don't go disappearing like that. Come back here.
Or...
So when Gandalf says, do not use it again, so Gandalf has found out that Frodo's put the ring on? It's like...
Tom Bombadil's a snitch.
Snitch.
Yeah, Strider's a snitch.
I don't know if Strider knows. Well, I mean, but Strider also obviously knows that the ring's been put on. But he can't like get the message out to Gandalf and then Gandalf write a letter back in the same time. Because it's mid-year's day when Gandalf's writing this letter. I don't know where the hobbits are at this point.
Yeah, so he felt it in his jellies. That makes the most sense.
His jellies.
Yeah.
He's a wizard.
Yeah.
And make sure it's the real Strider. He says in the second postscript. Does that imply that there are people impersonating Strider? Claiming to be Strider?
How would you verify as the real Strider?
Well, luckily,
Like,
Gandalf wrote this thing, like his real name is Aragorn. Here's this poem all about him. Aragorn just happens to like recite a line from the poem. He's like, how did you know that was in the letter? He's like, I didn't. That's just associated with my name.
Or just ask him, when you see someone named Strider, ask him, what's your mother's maiden name? What was the name of the street you first grew up on?
What's the name of your primary school?
Yeah.
What was your first pet's name?
Yes.
Ah, yes. Now I can get it to your Centrelink account. So, yeah, very luckily, by this letter, and because Aragorn has a broken sword and knows a couple of lines from a poem, they're able to verify that it is indeed Aragorn.
Anyone can have a broken sword.
Renewed shall be the blade that was broken.
Oh, yeah, true. I guess you can't really, like... It's like you don't...
Not many people carry around broken swords.
Well, not many people would know the poetry. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah. I thought of something else while I was reading it. There's a moment where, like, if Sam's talking about, what if you're not the real Strider, you found out who it is, and you done him in. You've done away with the real Strider, and now you're just pretending to be him. How do we know that you're the real Strider? And say, if I had killed the real Strider, I could easily kill you. it's like, okay, not a bad thing. But that bit of dialogue made me think of this bit from the movie Get Smart with Steve Carell, and where he's like infiltrating the control, the inner sanctum of the entire operation. Yes. And this whole interaction is like, how do we know you're not control? And he says, if I were control, you'd already be dead. If you were control, you would already be dead. Well, neither of us is dead, so I'm obviously not from control. And the guy's like, that actually makes sense. So like this whole line, it's like, I just thought of that and it's like, how do you know if you killed the real Strider or not? How do you know you're him? It's like, if I killed the real Strider, you'd already be dead. Just made me think of that.
Actually, with that scene, it made me think of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine New Girl crossover episode. I'm not a thug, I'm police. Okay, then name one law. Don't kill people? That's on me. I said bar too.
All right, that's on me. Let's set the bar too low.
That's what I'm thinking with this interaction with Sam.
Yeah, that's kind of reminding me of that. I was like, oh yeah, you would have. All right, that's on me. And all in all, I very much enjoyed this chapter. Finally getting a bigger deep dive into Aragorn as a character, getting this first, what in the movie is a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And yeah, you get this more fleshed out version of him where you're just like seeing, a little more deeper undertones of, like what his past, what his trauma might be, and how much he knows, and like how much work he has to do to convince the hobbits that he's on their side and he actually can help. And with the help with a letter from Gandalf, which was very impromptly delivered by Butterbur, everything's working out and they finally have another ally.
Yeah. Yeah, good chapter.
Good chapter. Next week, what am I saying next week for? This won't come out in a week. Next chapter is called A Knife in the Dark. Now that sounds terrifying.
Followed by a fork in the dark.
A knife from the end of the Prancing Pony in the dark. So I can't wait for that. Until then, I'm Michael.
I'm Nick.
And we are Fools of a Took. Bye.
Bye.
What's that? This, my friend, is a pint. It comes in pints.
Oh,
I'm getting one.
a fool. But an honest fool, he remains.